Breaking news. Well, maybe breaking news, maybe like 8 hours ago, but I figured, hey, I still want to make a video about the 49ers' recent cap space adjustments and movements. And we got two big time restructures today, according to Field Yates, and from what we've seen from over the cap. So, starting with George Kittle. George Kittle restructured his contract today and created nearly $10 million in cap space. You love to see that. That is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, one of the key themes of this offseason has been the San Francisco 49ers restructuring contracts and ensuring that they can get as much cap space available. Also, shout out Lombardi, man. If you're not following Lombardi for the cap stuff, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, even Matt Mayoko today put out some cap figures. David Lombardi hit him up behind the scenes and was like, this is what the cap situation looks like. This is the source for cap information. That's just my opinion. If I'm looking for anything cap related, I'm going to David Lombardi. It's not even a question. So Lombardi also does a great job of kind of putting this together in just one tweet. He says, combined with the restructure with Javon Hargrave of $6.4 million that was created by his move and contract adjustment, SF would now have about 12 million of off-season top 51 space to maneuver. And on top of that, with a post June 1st designation, Eric Armstead's contract relief would kick in the range of 18 million. So the 49ers are going to have some cap space to work with. Obviously, 12 million now, as Lombardi is reporting, and then an additional 18 once they get to June. And in regards to contract extensions, if they were to extend any of these players, they can open up more additional cap space for 2024 by pushing that cap hit out. So, for example, if the 49ers opt to pay Brandon Ayuk right before training camp, they can open up additional cap space. He's due, I believe, 14.1 on the 5th-year option. So they can potentially open up millions in additional cap space if they were to extend Brandon Ayuk before training camp. So the 49ers are doing what they can to create and generate cap space. Now, what can the 49ers do with this cap space? Well, obviously, they're going to have to pay the players that they've signed, and that's part of it. I'm not going to be your source for this information. I'm doing my best to share with you and my community of what's going on with the cap situation. Again, if you want to go direct to source, go to Lombardi. He will have this figured out for you nice and easy. But I'm more kind of reacting to it. I think this is, again, the theme of this offseason, creating cap space and signing cost-effective options to backfill depth and allow the 49ers to head into this draft being able to wheel and deal and do whatever they need to do in order to get better and younger and get some rookie contracts that they can start developing some players on cost controlled deals. I think when you have such a top heavy roster in regards to paying, your Kittles, your Trent Williams, your CMCs, and don't forget Brock Purdy is coming up not very far down the road. And so trying to be able to get compliant, I would say is the word in this realm, the 49ers can definitely turn to the draft to try to maximize their draft picks, try to hit so that you can get contributors on rookie deals that's cost controlled so that you have the perfect mold of high-end veterans and overperforming rookies on cost. Rookies, second-year players, third-year players, the point being on rookie contracts. So I do think there is still a move up the 49ers sleeve. We keep hearing Justin Simmons, the safety that has been released by the Denver Broncos, who is now a free agent, 4-time All-Pro. in my opinion, a top 10 safety in this league on the free agent market, with the ability to sign elsewhere. And a lot of the stuff that we have heard about, why would the 49ers go after Justin Simmons? Because I was of the mindset, well, why would they go after a starter when you've got Talanoa Hufanga and Jair Brown? Those guys are going to be your starters heading into the year, presumably. And well, why would you go after a four-time All-Pro and pay him probably a lot of money unless you're going to start him? And by all accounts, at least according to what Mike Silver is talking about, Justin Simmons could be an option. Justin Simmons could definitely be a guy that the 49ers are targeting to come in and actually start. There's a lot of conversation right now. Um, I would say being driven by, Mike Silver from what he's hearing is that the 49ers, there's no guarantee that Talanoa Hufanga is going to be your starter. And again, we've seen this before. Jimmy Ward lost his starting job at safety to Sean Gibson. He had to move to nickel. So this has happened before. Team captains with veteran presence and a resume have lost their jobs at the safety position with the San Francisco 49ers in a sense. So I'm definitely coming around to the idea the 49ers still need an additional safety. They've only got 3 quality safeties, in my opinion, in George Odom, Talanoa Hufanga, and Jair Brown. And of course, you know, Talanoa is a bit of a question mark just for the simple fact he's coming off ACL. So there's a good chance that maybe some of this money could be becoming open to try to get a guy like Justin Simmons. So I don't know. It's going to be fascinating. Do the 49ers got one more kind of splash move up their sleeve? The space is being opened up. There's money to spend, or are they going to spend it? How are they going to address that safety? I was always like of the mindset like Micah Hyde might be a guy, 33, 34 years old, has been just a total professional in this league, has done a lot of great things with the Buffalo Bills. Again, maybe transitioning to kind of like a backup rotational role, leader in the room, that kind of guy. You get one of those dudes, one of these veterans or like a Quandre Diggs, or there's a lot of safeties out there. So it's fascinating. I think the safeties are just kind of waiting now. I think they're waiting for Justin Simmons to make his move because I would have to assume he is going to be the highest paid safety on the market, and they want to see what the highest paid guy is going to get. So everything then below that kind of falls into place. So that's kind of my assumption why we haven't seen a lot of safety movement. Jordan Poyer did sign with the Miami Dolphins on a 1 year. So, but there are still some guys out there that can be had. So, what are the 49ers doing? Why are they creating this cap space? Is it for a guy like Justin Simmons? It really does feel like it could be, at least with all the noise that we're hearing. But I want to hear from you. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.